Welcome to the Lynn Lineup, a program where we focus on events happening right here in the city of Lynn. And here with me today, I've got Bridget Peters. She's an SCI AmeriCorps member, and we're here today to talk about the Lynn Food and Fitness, or better known as the Lynn Youth Health Alliance, and we're going to talk about their event, which is set to happen on MLK Day. This is the third annual MLK Food Drive, and it's in cooperation with the Lynn Community Association and their MLK Service Day. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the details of this event, where it is, when it is, and how you can get involved. But first, I'd like to thank my guests for being on to the program and give Bridget an opportunity to explain who she is and how she's involved. Bridget?
Sure, thank you so much for having me. So I'm an SCI AmeriCorps with Lynn Food and Fitness Alliance, which is based out of the City Hall Department of Public Health. And I run Lynn Youth Health Alliance, which is a group of 17 high school students at English and Classical. And we are working on different community service projects throughout the year. And this Monday, we're working on a food drive to celebrate MLK Day.
Really dynamic organization and mission that you guys set out to achieve. Something that, you know, probably our generation could have benefited from when we were in high school, because there wasn't really a lot of emphasis on nutrition and fitness and health. And it was like, hey, you're either healthy or you're not. And in actuality, it's the choices that you make every single day that can lead you to being either that or not. So appreciate you giving us some insight on that. Let's talk a little bit about the event. So MLK Service Day, this is the day that the Lynn Community Association has been doing for a while. I think this is their 6th annual, right? And Bridget's here to talk about how she's involved with the day, and they're going to be doing a food drive. So this is the 3rd annual. This is the 3rd year you guys have been involved in this, and it's set to happen January 16th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you got a good span of time to get this done. You can go down to Adam Street at Compare Supermarket or Washington Street at Stop and Shop and drop off a canned good. Let's talk a little bit more about this. So MLK Service Day, big day in the city of Lynn, a lot of people going out. Bring us back to, you know, why you guys thought this would be important for the Lynn Youth Health Alliance to be a part of.
Sure. So the Lynn Youth Health Alliance, the goal is to promote healthy living here in Lynn. And with more than 765,000 people living in Massachusetts at risk of hunger, we saw this as a real cause that the students cared about. And so this was their idea to do this food drive. Some suggested donations we have are just non-perishable food items, peanut butter, jelly, canned fruits and vegetables, canned tuna, soup, rice, beans, and then they will be donated to the Greater Boston Food Bank, which then disperses the food throughout the Boston area to different food pantries.
Very nice. So smart of you to be involved with so many different collaborations, because one, you've got these big name organizations that set out and they actually achieve these missions day in and day out to help you fulfill this cause. But secondly, it also kind of gives you a little bit of, like, you know, oomph, so to say. You've got all these organizations involved, so it just kind of tells people at home, like, hey, maybe I could go down and drop a canned good off. So I want to talk about, like, the types of things that you guys are expecting. I know canned goods, non-perishable items. Do you have any examples of things not to bring?
Probably just not like bread, or we actually hosted a food drive back in November where thankfully we were able to donate 510 pounds of food, which equals 425 meals for a community, which was amazing. But we got some like donuts and bread and stuff, and the food pantries can't accept that. So I would just say to stick to, you know, your boxes of pasta, your canned goods. Those are the best things to donate. All
right, great. So I want to talk a little bit about MLK and the idea of the service day itself. Martin Luther King, everybody knows him as a civil rights leader, but not a lot of people know him as a community person. They don't know about his volunteering efforts and the things that he would give back. Can you give us a little bit of insight on MLK?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we're just so happy to be involved in this because a lot of the students look up to MLK, and he just always would give back to his community, and so that's really what we're looking to do. He set such a positive example that one person can make a difference, And when you have 17 high school students with the Lynn Youth Health Alliance, that can go a really long way. So he's just someone that we all look up to and appreciate everything that he's done.
Amen. Definitely. So I just want to recap for you guys at home. This is the 3rd annual MLK food drive, and it's set to happen on Martin Luther King Day, 10 a.m. start to 1 p.m. And they're going to be at Stop and Shop on Washington Street in the Compare Supermarket right there in Adams. So if you're in any of those neighborhoods, if you're nearby, drop in, grab a non-perishable canned good, and leave it with those guys. It's going to go into a good cause. And you can also find more detail about these guys on Facebook. Reach out to the information at the bottom of the screen. I want to say thank you to my guest, Bridget Peters, SCI AmeriCorps member, and she's also part of the Lynn Youth Health Alliance. Reach out to them on Facebook. And ways to get involved. MLK Service Day set to happen January 16th. Get involved. I'm Sean Donahue from the studio here at Lynn Community Television, wishing you all the best.